On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Central European University, and as Provost and Prorector of the University, it is my privilege to convene this 24th Commencement of Central European University. Please be seated. Today, as ever, we celebrate both an end and a beginning. In this academic year, more than 600 students are graduating with bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees, and more than 30 students are receiving non-degree certificates. Each of these students represents a story of commitment, perseverance, dedication, and achievement. I would like to extend a special welcome to the commencement speakers, Alexander Shushko, Chair of the Board, and Yevhen Bistrisky, Executive Director of the International Renaissance Foundation, the recipient of the 2015 Open Society Prize. We are also honored by the presence of many distinguished guests, members, and the Chairman of our Board of Trustees. I would also like to welcome the faculty and staff of Central European University, whose hard work throughout the past academic year has made this day possible. Finally, we give a very warm welcome to the families and friends of today's graduating students, and we thank them for their contribution to their success. You deserve to be proud. Honored guests, graduates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, our ceremony begins with some words from the President and Rector of Central European University, Professor John Shattuck.
The first thing I want to do is to ask all the graduates to stand so we can, at the beginning of this ceremony, salute you. Please be seated. You will have plenty of chance to stand later. You are a great tapestry of the world. 652 students from every continent and 80 countries, from Albania to Zimbabwe. Your degrees are in many fields, but all are based on the same principles: freedom of thought and speech, the pursuit of truth, an honest relationship with history, respect for the dignity of individuals and groups, the rule of law, and above all, a commitment to think critically and challenge conventional wisdom. A quarter of a century ago, these same principles brought down the Berlin Wall, and they inspired the founding of this university. Today, these same principles are under attack, as they were earlier from fascism and communism. The attacks today are more complex and often more difficult to recognize than the attacks of totalitarianism. They come from other dangerous isms: nationalism, racism, authoritarianism, and many variations on these themes. But as these challenges have grown, so has our university. We've recruited outstanding students like you from all over the world. We've brought together an international faculty immersed in the study of human affairs. We've become a great center of excellence in teaching and research. And the generosity of our founder and a growing number of other supporters has allowed us to make daring plans for the future. And you are the future. We have sharpened our open society mission at a time when closed societies are coming back in vogue. And as CEU graduates, you will pursue this mission in many ways: by reforming economies, by leading governments, by promoting human rights, by helping refugees, by teaching students, by running think tanks, by creating startups, by managing businesses, by fighting corruption, and working to build a better world. I'm sure you're asking yourselves, how can I do this? The answer is, remember what you have learned here. You must think critically, the way you have learned in all your classes. You know that the world today is drowning in information and starving for truth. You know that facts today are less accepted than opinions, analysis less favored than advocacy, justice less served than prejudice. You've learned to think for yourselves. You've learned to guard against attractive lies and to resist easy conclusions. So as you make your way in the world, you will find many seductive models of closed society. Here are some of them. Authoritarian models that bring stability and silence critics. Nationalist models that appeal to fear and racism by excluding minorities and migrants. Majoritarian models that look democratic but sweep away the checks and balances necessary for real democracy. Unregulated market models that produce wealth for the few while imposing hardships on the many who are left behind. Critical thinking, of course, also means looking critically at democracy itself, which, as I'm sure you all know, Winston Churchill famously described as the worst form of government except for all the others. Democracies today that are obsessed with security and surveillance are in danger of becoming the enemies of freedom and civil liberties. Democracies today that allow unregulated money to influence their elections and create huge inequalities of wealth are in danger of seeding their own destruction. These are some of the models of closed society that are all around us. Now, my job at CEU, and all of yours, is to defend our autonomy against those who would take it away and to serve its mission in a hostile, often hostile environment. At CEU, we defend our academic freedom by resisting the pressure to censor controversial speech. We promote open society by teaching its values and celebrating its heroes, like the International Renaissance Foundation of Ukraine, on whom later in this ceremony George Soros will bestow the Open Society Prize of 2015. We are indeed a university on the frontiers of democracy, committed to preparing graduates like you to find your way in a hotly contested and rapidly changing world. I know it won't be easy. It isn't easy out there, but the good news is that you won't be alone. Today, you join a global network of nearly 13,000 alumni in 126 countries around the world. Make sure to connect with this network. It's your lifetime link to CEU, and it will bring you back here and keep you connected throughout. 16 years ago, the Open Society Prize was awarded to Václav Havel, a courageous leader inspired by the same values as the ones we celebrate today with the Renaissance Foundation of Ukraine. In his acceptance speech on this stage, Havel defined the meaning of open society in words that describe the world to which we aspire. He said, "An open society, that is a society of people exercising free association, a society that does not dictate any ideology, requires an open human being with an open mind." You are graduating as open human beings with open minds. And there's a long line of CEU graduates before you who have these same attributes. Let me tell you a very short story about some of them. 6 years ago, a graduate in nationalism studies consulted me about a project she was starting in Srebrenica, the town in Bosnia where genocide was committed in 1995. The aim of the project was to bring together young Serbs and Bosniaks who had grown up in the shadow of mass atrocities. The goal was to create a forum where the hopes and dreams of a new multi-ethnic generation could begin to be realized. I have a strong personal connection to the Srebrenica project. In August 1995, I was the first international official to reach the killing fields and interview the survivors, working with Richard Holbrooke, who 3 years ago was posthumously awarded the Open Society Prize of CEU. Today, there's a new crisis in the Western Balkans, and those of you who come from there certainly know. Frozen ethnic politics and deep-rooted corruption threaten the peace and stability of the region once again. CEU graduates like the ones who founded the Srebrenica Project are working to overcome that terrible legacy, and what they are doing is at the heart of what this university stands for. It can be dangerous to stand up for open society. In Azerbaijan today, 2 CEU alumni are political prisoners because of their work on its behalf, and we must work, therefore, on their behalf. Nearly 50 years ago, Robert F. Kennedy, the brother of the assassinated American president, gave a famous speech to white South Africans at the University of Cape Town. South Africa was then in the grip of the racist apartheid system. In his speech, Kennedy urged the students to challenge the system, and he did so by invoking the example of those who had resisted fascism in Europe during World War II. Here's what he told them. He said, "It is from the numberless, diverse acts of courage and belief that human history is shaped. Each time a person stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope. And crossing from a million different centers of energy and daring, these ripples build a current that can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression." So, I urge you to go forth armed with the ideal of an open society, and with that ideal and with your courage, you can change the world. And you could certainly make me proud when I shake your hand in a few minutes on stage as we give you your degrees. Congratulations.
Thank you, John, for your inspiring words. I would now like to invite Dr. Leon Bostein to present his remarks. Dr. Bostein is the chairman of the Board of Trustees and one of the founding members of the university. Please welcome Dr. Bostein.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me, on behalf of the entire board, congratulate each and every one of you on the receipt of your degrees. And for those of you who have family or friends or even enemies in the audience, I want to extend a welcome to all of you who are attending this ceremony. I also want to express the thanks of the Board of Trustees to the members of the faculty and the administration of the Central European University. All of you know the contribution the faculty have made to you, and some of our staff are not always seen, the invisible people that make a university work, without whom we wouldn't be here today. So please join me in an applause of thanks to the faculty and staff of the Central European University. As you have already gathered, this is a somewhat ridiculous event. No one would voluntarily get up in these outfits and spend 3 hours watching each of you get a degree. And it's very hard to pay attention as the list goes on and on. The first person to get a degree is always privileged. It seems very exciting. But the last one to get a degree is in a very bad position. So I would like to ask you to remember that this really happens only once, and pay real attention to everyone who gets a degree, particularly at the end of the afternoon. And also, Also remember that this is a ritual of speech making, a very ineffective form of communication. But we revel in it. It sort of gives us in the institution the illusion that if you didn't get it until now, there is still time. And this is a hopeless illusion, but one we cherish. The other aspect of this ceremony is that you're going to get a degree. Now, people rarely think of what this degree is. It has a family resemblance to a driver's license in the sense that it is authorized by the state. In your case, it's authorized by the Hungarian government and by the American government through the state of New York. Now, unlike a driver's license, you really can't do much with it. Probably, I hope you all will get a job as an indirect result of it. Some of you may go on to get yet another degree, trying to delay that inevitable day. But the state authorizes us to print this degree, the way we print money, because it supposedly has some meaning, this diploma, which many people, by the way, lose as they move, marry, divorce, and sort of the diploma disappears. We make a little money signing replacement diplomas, for which you have to pay a fee, just like a driver's license. What is important about this diploma is a hidden phrase in it. It speaks about the rights and responsibilities that are conferred on you as a result of getting the diploma. The rights is the weaker part, because I'm not sure what you can do with this diploma and what rights you have. You don't get a better seat in a restaurant. You don't get a better seat on an airplane. There's very little you can do with this in terms of rights. It is the responsibilities that is the more interesting part, particularly for you here at CEU. You've heard the president and rector, John Shattuck, speak about the philosophy of the institution. I want to say to you that your degree has very special responsibilities, that degrees at Harvard or Yale or the University of Paris or the University of London or any place in the world, a different set of responsibilities applies here. As an American, I think of the responsibilities in relationship to the killing in South Carolina that happened this week. I think of those responsibilities in relationship to the treatment of immigrants here in Europe. I think of it in terms of the absence of freedom in places around the world, especially those places where there was the glimmer of hope of individual freedom. You have gone to a university voluntarily that has asked you to take on a responsibility that other graduates did not agree to do, to be interested in something more than yourself, to be interested in something more than your personal career, to be concerned about freedom, to be concerned about the rights of the individual, to be concerned about human tolerance, justice, equality, and peace. I am very proud on behalf of the board that you chose this. You did not choose to go to an ordinary university. And the responsibilities of that university, now that you finish your degree, are inscribed in the diploma we are about to give you. And for that, we congratulate you and thank you. Congratulations, the class of 2015.
Thank you very much, Leon. I would now like to invite our alumni speaker, who is returning to CEU 15 years after her own graduation. Magdalena Majakowska-Tomkin received her Master of Arts degree in International Relations and European Studies from CEU in 2000. She is from Poland, currently living in Hungary, where she serves as Chief of Mission of the International Organization for Migration for Hungary and Slovenia. Please welcome our alumni speaker, Magdalena Majakowska-Tomkin.
Distinguished guests, faculty, students. It is an honor and a pleasure for me to be here today and speak to you on behalf of a very, very large alumni community out there. It is almost 15 years ago to the day that I was sitting where you are, just about to receive my CEU degree. And just like you, I have concluded what has proven to be one of the most significant experiences in my life that has changed me in many ways, and not just academically. My year at CEU, although it gave me very solid educational credentials, it gave me a lot more. It gave me the privilege of a truly global classroom and an ability to feel at home anywhere. It gave me friendships that last to this day and a global network to rely on professionally. It gave me the understanding that we all have a stake and a responsibility to participate in change, if only a little bit, for the better. But most of all, it gave me grounding in values that I believe today are more important than ever. Commitment to truth and evidence, diversity, critical thinking, and self-reflection. It's not always going to be easy for you. You still have to go out there and carve a space for yourselves in which you will thrive and prosper as citizens. But as long as you know your foundation and your direction, you will eventually succeed. I am certain that the lessons you have learned from your time at CEU will last you a lifetime, and that you will always look fondly at this period as the time of precious discoveries, most importantly about yourselves. On behalf of all alumni community, which you are all about to join, I wish you that the sense of achievement, commitment, and belonging to a most distinguished academic community will guide you in your career and your life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Magdalena. Please welcome our student speaker, Elvis Shakiri. He is graduating from the Department of Legal Studies, the MA program in Human Rights. Elvis Shakiri from the Republic of Macedonia earned a bachelor's degree in legal studies from the Southeast European University. After working for a non-governmental organization, he came to the Central European University to continue his studies in human rights. He is also an alumnus of the CEU Roma Preparatory Program. He will return to serve his home country, Macedonia, after graduation, and he hopes that together with other CEU Roma graduates, he will be able to establish the first Roma Institute in Macedonia, Roma Litico. Please.
Welcome, distinguished guests, members of the CEU board, CEU faculty and staff, family and friends. My fellow graduates, check your pulses. We have survived. I would like to congratulate all families present with us today. This is also your victory. Without your love and support, we wouldn't have made it. Let me thank my wife Nadira for all of the help and support. Without her, I would never have had the strength to succeed. To my legal studies family, I have a wide margin of appreciation for all the memories we shared this year, and you know what I mean. I stand before you, the second child in my family, the first to go to college, a kid with a dream and a lot to cry about, coming from a sweet piece of land called Macedonia, my home, a place full of hope and also devastation. Throughout my life, I faced injustice, as many other Roma do in Europe. That experience made me believe and fight for justice. I said to myself and to my family that justice must be the cure of all sickness. They laughed, but I was serious. I dedicated my life to serving justice and equality. Then, out of the blue, the human rights program at CEU appeared in my Facebook newsfeed. There is a place where many others like me believe and fight for justice. But how do I get there? I entered the Roma Access Program, the initiative for empowering young Roma to follow their dreams. I salute the program and I strongly urge all educational institutions to follow this example. The Human Rights Program has equipped me with the necessary knowledge to contribute to my community. We are now more able than ever before to improve our situation. We are Europe's hope for peace and prosperity. As members of the CEU family, we should always fight for what we believe in and what we stand for. Our lives would be very different if courageous leaders before us didn't speak up. We must dare to do the same for the next generation. In our university, professors become our mentors, and our classmates are often our teachers. Yet, we also learn beyond the words of lectures and pages of books. I learned a lot about you, and you learned a lot about me. We exchange stories about our histories, heritage, cultures, and faith. Learning about your communities taught me the importance of remembering my own. CEU gives us the power to face the real world. When you leave today, don't forget why you chose CEU. Our paths will not always be clear, and we will face obstacles and challenges. There is no roadmap. We must begin to draw our own. But the knowledge and skills we now possess will guide us. I will not tell you to change the world because you already have, and I will not tell you to go and make a difference because you already do. Congratulations and good luck on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elvis. And now, we will continue with a conferral of bachelor's and master's degrees. The business school is the only division of CEU that has an undergraduate program and awards bachelor's degrees. We will present bachelor's and master's degrees from the business school together. The president and rector will confer bachelor's and master's degrees upon the graduating students, and the heads of the academic departments and programs will call each candidate to step onto the stage and come forward to be greeted by the chairman of the CEU Board of Trustees, Leon Bostein, and the president and rector, John Shatter. During the conferral of the degrees, faculty members are kindly requested to rise and remain standing while the graduates of their departments are called on stage. First, candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Economics will be presented by the department head, Professor Julius Horvath.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Economics, please rise. President and Rector, there are 40 master students present who are graduating from the Department of Economics. Would you please confer upon them their academic degrees?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and the trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Economics, Master of Arts in Economic Policy in Global Markets. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Economics, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Economics are the following: Ledia Nasiliani, Albania; Ilona Ida Balog, Hungary; András Béres, Hungary; Muhammad Daniel Shafiq, Pakistan; Balázs Károly Dóci, Hungary; Andrea Octavia Englezu, Romania; Attila Gyetvai, Hungary; Zsildis Ibrahimoima, Kyrgyzstan; Áron Iker, Hungary; Malika Korganbekova, Kazakhstan; Zsófia Kőműves, Hungary; Márton József Lukács, Hungary; Péter Lanci, Hungary; Felicia Raccia, Romania; Sumaya Rahman, Bangladesh; Pelum Rashidi, Kosovo; Kinga Ritter, Hungary; Barna Elek Szabo, Hungary; Márton Benece Szabo, Hungary; Miriam Sileri, Hungary; and Vyautas Vaitas Valaitis, Lithuania. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Economic Policy in Global Markets are the following: Bálint Andó, Hungary; Jamila Arzukolova, Kyrgyzstan; Anna Békis, Hungary; András Borsos, Hungary; Réka Branicki, Hungary; Stefan Katrina, Romania; Ilya Vladimirovich Dolgi, Russian Federation; Neslihan Erimayan, Turkey; Adelina Dimitrova Gotseva, Bulgaria; Michael Anthony Hecker, United States of America; Ramona Koska, Hungary; István Kovács, Hungary; Donika Limani, Kosovo; Rian Christopher McCabe, United States of America; Leila Mesic, Bosnia and Herzegovina; Boglarka Molnar, Hungary; Begayim Rozalieva, Kyrgyzstan; Kristina Perlaki Tóth, Hungary; and Timea Henriette Virág, Hungary.
Candidates for the Master of Science degree from the Department of Environmental Sciences and Policy, as well as candidates for the Master of Science degree in Environmental Sciences, Policy and Management from the Erasmus Mundus Master Program, awarded jointly by CEU together with Lund University, Sweden, the University of Manchester from the United Kingdom, and the University of the Aegean from Greece, will be presented by the department head, Professor Alan Watt.
Candidates for the Master of Science degrees from the Department of Environmental Sciences and Policy, please rise. President and Rector, there are 34 master's students present who are graduating from the Department of Environmental Sciences and Policy. Would you please confer upon them their academic degrees?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Sciences and Policy and Master of Science in Environmental Sciences, Policy and Management. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Science degrees from the Department of Environmental Sciences and Policy, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Science in Environmental Sciences and Policy are Danogul Abeldinova, Kazakhstan; Jana Babaglieva, Kazakhstan. Darko Bijak, Croatia. Alexandra Frolova, Russian Federation. Peter Pavlovich, Slovakia. Jose Daniel Teodoro, El Salvador. Akshay Tiagarian, India. Candidates for the Master of Science in Environmental Sciences, Policy and Management are Indika Auralingam, Sri Lanka. Priscilla Castro, Ecuador. Kirsten Alexandra Tsukor, Canada. Caroline Dang, United States of America. Jonas Frimmer, Germany. Jessica Gamez, Venezuela. Chelsea Kena, United States of America. Georgi Kocheradze, Georgia. Yikai Li, People's Republic of China. Ainur Mamadova, Azerbaijan. Susana Martins Brito Guerrero, Portugal. Isabella Martins Machado, Brazil. Mariana Matalara, Mexico. Shelby Matevich, United States of America. Kilian McMahon, Ireland. Shruti Neelakantan, India. Aybuke Ozdemir, Turkey. Timothy Pascalini, France. Tatiana Pascual, Peru. Tomasz Binkowski, United Kingdom. Ruth Pinto, Portugal. Caroline Alice Sorensen, United States of America. Kaustup Thapa, Nepal. Jingxian Wang, People's Republic of China. Zhe Wu, People's Republic of China. Huajun Yu, People's Republic of China. And Diana Zadorozhina of Ukraine.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree from the Department of Gender Studies will be presented by the department head, Professor Eliza Helms.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Gender Studies, please rise. President and Rector, there are 35 master's students present who are graduating from the Department of Gender Studies. Would you please confer upon them their academic degrees?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and the trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Gender Studies, Master of Arts in Critical Gender Studies, Master of Arts in Gender Studies, Women's and Gender Studies Specialization, and Master of Arts in European Women's and Gender History. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Gender Studies, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Gender Studies one-year program are Esther Bodina, Hungary. Hender Herschel, the Philippines. Dalma Ferro, Hungary. Alma Krantic, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Marlon Laksamana, the Philippines. Ferenc Marsali, Hungary. Mona Monsefi, Iran. Donatas Paulauskas, Lithuania. Tess Pocock, United States of America. Ana Popovic, Serbia. Andrea Roche, Romania. Stephanie Shorik, United States of America. Maria Samashina, Ukraine. Aushrinesh Girmante, Lithuania. Zarena Sirgyakazi, Kyrgyzstan. Tamara Such, Hungary. Konstantin Tabenyev, Russian Federation. Begayim Tudalieva, Kyrgyzstan. Candidates for the Masters of Arts degree in Critical Gender Studies two-year program are Gladys Adriana Becerra, Colombia. William Gregory Alexander Alex Cooper, United States of America. Eva Dimovska, Macedonia. Jovana Vukosavljevic, Serbia. Candidates for the Masters of Arts degrees in Gender Studies, GEMA, Women's and Gender Studies specialization are Eve Aronson, United States of America. Marika Fröhlich, Germany. Sampriti Gurung, Nepal. Judith Langovsky, Hungary. Jean Pech Garrigou, France. Jana Pickett, Germany. Anna Robinson, New Zealand. And Tessie van der Haag from Belgium. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in European Women's and Gender History, Matilda are Eva Jelušić, Croatia. Kristina Kalai, Slovakia. And Samid Rashid Begi from Iran. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Art degrees from the Department of History will be presented by the department head, Professor Matthias Riedel.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Department of History, please rise. President and Rector, there are 28 master students who are graduating from the Department of History. Would you please confer upon them their academic degrees?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Central European History and Master of Arts in Comparative History of Central, Eastern, and Southeastern Europe, 1500 to 2000. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Department of History, please step on the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Central European History are Juraj Balic, Croatia. Lara Bell, United States of America. Anna Etelka Birkas, Hungary. Jelena Čulibrk, Serbia. Zane Richard Elwood, the United States of America. Daria Filipova, Estonia. Georgi Georgiev, Bulgaria. Taylor Jordan Gombosch, United States of America. Ioana Elisabeta Hashu, Romania. Daniel Yevgenyevich Kobadyansky, United States of America. Agnes Kende, Hungary. Lovro Kraj, Croatia. Lana Kurbopic, Croatia. Merem Maturaimova, Kyrgyzstan. Viktor Menhart, Hungary. Srenko Novosel, Croatia. Jemima Daniela Bloskario, the United States of America. Jennifer Lawrence Sailman, United States of America. Lyudmila Zharaya, the Russian Federation. Matthew Signer, Canada. And Alexander David Whitman, the United States of America. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Comparative History of Central, Eastern, and Southeastern Europe, 1500 to 2000 are Roxana Maria Aras, Romania. Marina Valerievna Batsman, Ukraine. Thomas Edward Benzing, United States of America. Jana Keret-Grebjova, Slovakia. Joseph Harrison King, United States of America. Anna Agnes Nadházi Zsóki, Hungary. Jian Zhang, the People's Republic of China. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree from the Department of International Relations and European Studies will be presented by their acting department head, Professor Alexander Astrov.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in International Relations and European Studies, please rise. President and Rector, there are 43 master's students present who are graduating from the Department of International Relations and European Studies. Would you please confer upon them their academic degree?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in International Relations and European Studies. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in International Relations and European Studies, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in International Relations and European Studies are Ernest Aitiev, Kyrgyzstan; Rustam Anjba, Russian Federation; Gaene Bagdasaryan, Armenia; Kristina Tsutsova, Slovakia; Jacqueline Dufala, United States of America; Anton Yevstafiev, Russian Federation; Balint Fabok, Hungary; Maria Georgieva, Bulgaria; Diana Gurbanmiradova, Turkmenistan; Jennifer Halmay, Hungary; Ines Hochner, Austria; Maria Ignatievich, Serbia; Hubert Jager, Austria; Alina Yasina, Estonia; Min Sung Kang, United States of America; Eva Kerekes, Hungary; Tsongor Kish, Hungary; Anthony Kitchen, United States of America; Marta Kalarova, Slovakia; Katarina Kosmina, Serbia; Reka Kovac, United States of America; Shari Lyons, Australia; Kelsey Miller, United States of America; Akos Mate, Hungary; Brian Orlando, United States of America; Shannon O'Toole, United States of America; Miklos Pani, Hungary; Katarina Posa, Slovakia; Joshua Ratliff, United States of America; Senada Sali, Macedonia; Yasmina Shinasi Romeo, Spain; Peyman Shamsian, Iran; Kristina Silvan, Finland; Kristina Shinkovic, Hungary; Max Stauer, Slovakia; Luca Shabo, Hungary; Salman Tahir, Pakistan; Nikolina Talian, Bosnia and Herzegovina; Tenzin Tsvetan, United States of America. Mate Veres, Hungary. Magdalena Vladova, Macedonia. Nicha Vadanatingpong, Thailand. Frank Czar, United States of America. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Laws and Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Legal Studies will be presented by the department head, Professor Renata Uitz.
Candidates for the Master of Laws and Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Legal Studies, please rise. President and Rector, there are 54 master's students present who are graduating from the Department of Legal Studies. Would you please confer upon them their academic degrees?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Laws in Comparative Constitutional Law, Master of Laws in Human Rights, Master of Arts in Human Rights, and Master of Laws in International Business Law. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Laws and Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Legal Studies, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Laws degree in Comparative Constitutional Law are Haidar Adam, Indonesia, Deogratias Vire, Tanzania, Oshraged Minaita, Lithuania, Jennifer Gitiri, Kenya, Kazai Viktor, Hungary, Ekaterina Kokichaishvili, Georgia, Mikola Orshoya, Hungary, Anna Shaliganova, Ukraine, Orchidea Skala, Croatia, Szendelitó Boldizsár, Hungary, escorted by his mom, Oleksandrzejka, Ukraine. Candidates for the Master of Laws degree in Human Rights are Mary Bagdasaryan, Armenia, Mariam Begadze, Georgia, Berihun Gebeye, Ethiopia, Mahider Haptemariam, Ethiopia, Shorina Latatia, Georgia, Arey Ojonge Yumene, Cameroon, Antonis Pessinis, Greece, Ratspetin Yasmina, Hungary, Nurjan Rakimova, Kyrgyzstan, Sergio Sama, Gambia, and Stanislav Splavnic, Moldova. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Human Rights are Ban Marina, Hungary, Velma Kabanavan, United States of America, Tenzin Dolma, India, Robert Jacob Fortingo, the United States of America, Monika Glavina, Croatia, Roel Holman, the Netherlands, Nasra Islan, Somalia, Catherine Metz, the United States of America, Lydia Minasan, Armenia, Imer O'Neill, Ireland, and Elvis Shakjiri, Macedonia. Candidates for the Master of Laws degree in International Business Law are Lemlem Arega, Ethiopia, James Biber, the United States of America, Jana Benchova, Slovakia, Justin Chubahiro, Rwanda, Mihai Farkas, Romania, Anna Fokina, Ukraine, Sisai Hapte Gemeda, Ethiopia, Mohamed Ibrahim Tayal, Egypt, Natalia Yevchuk, Ukraine, Michael Canus, Sierra Leone, Albana Karapancho, Albania, Alyona Kyriak, Ukraine, Kökényesi Gábor, Hungary, Sanford Mba, Nigeria, Marko Mecsár, Croatia, Ira Miesler, Germany, Anina Dereishvili, Georgia, Otitoni Popula, Nigeria, Asafa Aragai Sefara, Ethiopia, Ioanna Stupariu, Romania, and Mater Turiani, Slovakia.
Candidates for the Master of Science degree from the Department of Mathematics and its applications will be presented by the department head, Professor Károly Böröczky.
Candidates for the Masters of Science degree in Applied Mathematics, please rise. President and Rector, there are 6 master's students present who are graduating from the Department of Mathematics and its applications. Would you please confer upon them their academic degree?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Applied Mathematics. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Science degree in Applied Mathematics, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Science degree in Applied Mathematics are Hakan Doga from Turkey, Becca Ergemlize from Georgia, Francisco González de Cosio from Mexico, Denis Nagovichin from Russia, Nika Salia from Georgia, and Yao Wang from China.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Medieval Studies will be presented by the department head, Professor Daniel Ziman.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Medieval Studies Department, please rise. President and Rector, there are 20 master's students present who are graduating from the Department of Medieval Studies. Would you please confer upon them their academic degrees?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and the trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Medieval Studies and Master of Arts in Comparative History, Interdisciplinary Medieval Studies. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degrees from the Department of Medieval Studies, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Medieval Studies are Andrzej Darkowski, Andrzej Octavian Farkas, Amanda Danielle Jamanko from the United States of America, Piruza Hayra-Petyan from Armenia, Zachary Rothstein-Dowden from the United States of America, Vedran Solovsky from Croatia, Bojana Vasiljevic from Serbia, Zhehin Chu from the People's Republic of China, candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Comparative History, Interdisciplinary Medieval Studies are Vanja Buric from Croatia, Florin Filimon from Romania, Kristina Ilko from Hungary, Lea Kumic from Croatia, Matea Laginia from Croatia, Lucas Ryan McMahon from Canada, Peter Tomasz Noc from Hungary, Miso Petrovic from Croatia, Johanna Zsofia Rakosz-Sici from Hungary, Joost Christian Gertrudis Geers from the Netherlands, and Liat Sivek from Israel.
Candidates for the Master of Art degree from the program of National Studies will be presented by the department head, Professor Szabolcs Pogoni.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Nationalism Studies, please rise. President and Rector, there are 17 master students present who are graduating from the Nationalism Studies program. Would you please confer upon them their academic degree?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Nationalism Studies. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Nationalism Studies, please come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Nationalism Studies, one-year program are Lucille Barden, France. Nikola Grazer, Serbia. Aaron Wesley Koronevsky, United States of America. Olga Moon, Kazakhstan. Milica Raznatovic, Montenegro. Merit Steinbach, Germany. Sara Sudaric, Serbia. Jacob Verhagen, Canada. Yekaterina Zinchenko, Uzbekistan. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Nationalism Studies two-year program are Margit Borna, Hungary. Zlatko Kustovic, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Ralf Grabushnik, Austria. Alexandra Yabalian, Romania. Veronika Klempova, Slovakia. Antonia Kuipers, Netherlands. Naomi Richner, Switzerland. Daria Slamova, Slovakia. Steven van Horkum, Netherlands.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree from the Department of Philosophy will be presented by the department head, Professor Hanok Benyami.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Philosophy, please rise. President and Rector, there are 14 master's students present who are graduating from the Department of Philosophy. Would you please confer upon them their academic degree?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Philosophy. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Philosophy, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Philosophy are Joseph Chukwuma Chukwuocha, Nigeria. Daniel Kosano, Hungary. Nikola Sinisha Djurkovic, Serbia. Daniel Robert Hartas, United Kingdom. Salome Kokoladze, Georgia. Heather Mackenzie Morris, United Kingdom. Vincent Alexis Peleus, United States of America. Anastasia Theologou, Greece. Isabella Anna Maria Trifan, Romania. Daria Vitasovic, Croatia. Adina Kristina Kovac, Romania. Marius Jakstas, Lithuania. Zsolt Krzysztof Kapelner, Hungary. And Jaime Francisco Pericas, United States of America.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree from the Department of Political Science will be presented by Professor András Bozóki.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Political Science, please rise. President and Rector, there are 46 master's students present who are graduating from the Department of Political Science. Would you please confer upon them their academic degrees?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Political Science. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Political Science, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Political Science one-year program are Ulvi Alizada, Azerbaijan. Berat Uygar Altinok, Turkey. Teresa Bauerova, Slovakia. Sagar Mashhaladze, Bozorgi, Iran. Kirill Brianov, Russian Federation. Chandriya Chakraborty, India. Roshan Chariev, Turkmenistan. Tamás Csillag, Hungary. Bert Emek, Turkey. Marcela Figueroa Franco, Mexico. William Fournier, United States of America. Zsolt Főző, Hungary. Viktor Ivanov Gadjalov, Bulgaria. András Gál, Hungary. Shalva Georgiadze, Georgia. Kristina Alexandrova Gushchina, Russian Federation. Dragana Krunic, Serbia. Lucia Lenkauskaite, Lithuania. Jana Maknac, Canada. Congratulations. Zlatin Mitkov, Bulgaria. Ahmed Ezeldin Abdallah Mohamed, Egypt. Philip Ryan Moniz, Portugal. Sanela Muharemovic, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Silvia Nagy, Hungary. Olga Nyutenko, Russian Federation. Josip Pejic, Serbia. Ivan Polinin, Russian Federation. Agnes Rabotsky, Hungary. Anvesha Rai Chowdhury, India. Tatyana Vladimirovna Rogovich, Russian Federation. Eda Sevinin, Turkey. Gul-ich Hina Shahzad, Pakistan. Ethan William Thompson, United States of America. Veronika Vigova, Slovakia. And Wei Wei Yin, People's Republic of China. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Political Science two-year program are Laszlo Arpad Baksai, Hungary. Nemanja Batricevic, Montenegro. Emese Cikora, Hungary. Alexandru Catalin Dumitrascu, Romania. Judith Epresi, Hungary. Roland Ferkovic, Hungary. Teresa Elena Gessler, Germany. Patrick Korda, United States of America. Martin Andreas Köver, Germany. Suat Skenderi, Macedonia. Zsófia Victoria Shuba, Hungary. Tudorel Kostel Taba, Romania. Vlad Levente Visky, Romania. Akos Zulik, Hungary. And finally, Adrian Fanaka, Romania.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree from the Department of Public Policy will be presented by the department head, Professor Thilo Bodenstein.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Public Policy, please rise. President and Rector, there are 32 master students present who are graduating from the Department of Public Policy. Would you please confer upon them their academic degree?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Public Policy. Congratulations.
Candidates of the Master of Arts degree from the Department of Public Policy, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Public Policy are Shalene Sanam Afshar Fogel, United States of America. Randolph Diamond Dilday, United States of America. Emma Eniko Ferenc, Hungary. Dora Hardy, Hungary. Christina Elizabeth Herman, United States of America. Camille Ann Hesterberg, United States of America. Lena Diane Jacobs, Ireland. Laszlo Oliver Jakob, Hungary. Gert Markish, Hungary. Ilya Kletskovsky, United States of America. Nilisa Noble Makapayak, Philippines. Marta Matosek, Poland. John McLean, Ireland. Qazi Mohammed Mahbubur Rahman, Bangladesh. Khurram Rashid, Pakistan. Kali Rivetsu, United States of America. Edi Sara, Albania. Vaidas Dotskunaite, Lithuania. Atanas Ivanov Stoyanov, Bulgaria. Carmen Tanasia, Romania. Anna Todorovska, Macedonia. Justina Vaitkutite, Lithuania. Andrea Visic, Croatia. Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Public Policy of the Erasmus Mundus program are Alexander Bogdanovsky, Macedonia. Alexandra Garshina, Ukraine. Daria Glukova, Russian Federation. Lara Allison Klein, United States of America. Taylor Helene Matuich, United States of America. Graham Holland Patterson, United States of America. And Ingrid Schaffer, Albania.
Central European University proudly announces that this is the first academic year when the degree of Master of Public Administration will be conferred. Candidates for the Master of Public Administration degree will be presented by the Dean of the School of Public Policy, Professor Wolfgang Reinicke.
Candidates for the Master of Public Administration degree from the School of Public Policy, please rise. President and Rector, there are 23 master students present who are graduating from the School of Public Policy. Would you please confer upon them their academic degree?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you CEU's inaugural degree of Master of Public Administration. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Public Administration degree from the School of Public Policy, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Bashir Ahmad, Pakistan. Gulnara Alimbayeva, Kazakhstan. Dustin Alexander Piero, Canada. Luis Carlos Caño, Venezuela. Friederike Elfriede Sibyl von Köln, Germany. Roxana Maria Damian, Romania. Zintis Hermansos, Latvia. Tautvydas Dukaskauskas, Lithuania. Esther Katja, Hungary. William Mangimela, Zambia. Dragana Marinkovic, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Rumbidzai More Blessing Masango, Zimbabwe. Attila Mester, Hungary. Jeffrey Andrew Mills, United States of America. Ciprian Valentin Nodis, Romania. Pasqualino Okello, Uganda. Dennis Ogoy Ovaraga, Uganda. Robert Pupp, Hungary. Pratik Pakdule, India. Radka Pudilova, Czech Republic. Bobby Sabur, Bangladesh. Maria Stoyanovska-Rupčić, Macedonia, and Yuxin Wang, People's Republic of China.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree from the Department of Sociology and Social Anthropology will be presented by the department head, Professor Andreas Daffinger.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree from the Department of Sociology and Social Anthropology, please rise. President and Rector, there are 27 master students present who are graduating from the Department of Sociology and Social Anthropology. Would you please confer upon them their academic degree?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Sociology and Social Anthropology. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Sociology and Social Anthropology, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. The candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Sociology and Social Anthropology in the one-year program are the following. Ersan Afci from Turkey. Kylie Jordan Borsman, United States of America. Kadarius Omar Colbert, United States of America. Anita Cincoci from Hungary. Tomris Özgür Göksen from Turkey. Bianca Rytskova from Slovakia. Mina Abdel Ibrahim from Egypt. Luke James Kelly from Australia. Bela Kuslitz from Hungary. Makario Bagayan Lakbawan Jr. from the Philippines. Antonia Petrikusic from Croatia. Svetlana Poleshuk, Belarus. Poizan Sahiner from Turkey. Mahabo Saparova, Turkmenistan. Kristina Usela, Croatia. And Stefan Valentin Voicu from Romania. The candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Sociology and Social Anthropology in the two-year program are the following. Daniela Elena Anna from Romania. Vishnupriya Bandaram, India. Reka Holman from Hungary. Annette Calvin-Todt from Hungary. Roxolana Mashkova, Ukraine. Elizabeth Anita Nemet from Hungary. Shava Ola from Hungary. Simone Sinkute, Lithuania, and Alla Sergeyevna Volkova from the Russian Federation. Thank you.
Andreas, I think we skipped one name. Could we make justice to that colleague and call her name? Oh, we'll do it later. Thank you.
Apologize.
Candidates for the bachelor's and master degrees from the business school will be presented by their program directors, Professor Zoltán Buzadi, Anna Turner, and Achilles Georgiou.
Candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees from the business school, please rise. President and Rector, there is one bachelor's and there are 72 master students present who are graduating from the business school. Would you please confer upon them the academic degrees?
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and Master of Business Administration Master of Science in Finance, Master of Science in Information Technology Management. Congratulations.
Candidates for the bachelor's and master's degree from the business school, please step onto the stage and come forward as your name are called. The candidate for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree is Nino Gugezadze from Georgia. Candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree are the following: Uyabashi Nevara Anava Nakak from Nigeria. Simone Baldi, Italy. Zsolt Baranyai, Hungary. György Bereznak, Hungary. Zsolt Bihari, Hungary. Robert Buss, Hungary. MBA, MSc in Finance, MSc in IT Management, Edgar Leonardo Casales Ramirez, Colombia. Gergely Csanádi, Hungary. András Cserháti, Hungary. Marton Cirok, Hungary. Nina Dobron-Rarova, Russian Federation. Albert Dunai, Hungary. Zoltán Erdész, Hungary. Borbála Ilona Főzi, Hungary. Andreg Algóci, Hungary. Sergei Glekov, Russia. Csaba Hegyesi, Hungary. Áron Jakab, Hungary. András Iván Kárpáti, Hungary. Richard Kenny, United States of America. MBA and MSc in IT Management, János Kerekes, Hungary. MBA and MSc in IT Management, Gergely Kmeti, Hungary. MBA and MSc in IT Management, Ferenc Árpád Kocsis, Hungary. Károly Konkoly, Slovakia. Michal Kopp, Czech Republic. Andrea Kozma, Hungary. Sebastian Kroll, Poland. Ildikó Kurtáni Hárs, Hungary. Jenela Langer, Hungary. Péter Tuomas Lalluka, Finland. Gábor Lipcsei, Hungary. Yan Liu, People's Republic of China. Hui Chin Liu, Taiwan. Jaron Jeffrey Melion, United States of America. MBA and MSc in Finance, Ibrahim Mengi, Turkey. Attila Zoltán Mile, Hungary. Dávid Nagy, Hungary. Nóra Katalin Nagy, Hungary. Tamás Péter Nagy, Hungary. Judita Perigny Ova, Szlovákia. Zsolt Rakonca, Hungary. Daniela Rédei, Hungary. Ildikó Eszter Richter, Hungary. Péter Schön, Hungary. Dharamvir Singh, India. Ádám Szécsi, Hungary. Szabolcs Gergely Stankai, Hungary. Geoffrey K. Tani, United States of America. László Török, Hungary. Sándor Vágó, Hungary. István Vastag, Slovakia. Ze Wang, People's Republic of China. Li Huazeng, People's Republic of China. Richard Csúri, Hungary. Péter Szabó, Hungary. Csaba Udvar, Hungary. MBA and MSc in IT Management, Carmen Garcia, United States of America.
Candidates for the Masters of Science in Finance degree are Fatma Azami, Elena Mijakovska-Jakimovska.
Candidates for the Master of Science in Information Technology Management are Zoltán Gergő Balogh from Hungary, Helen Rahel Harris from United Kingdom, Sergio Kaftaradze from Georgia, Marton Kish from Hungary, Neil Miles from United Kingdom, and Benedek Saibeli from Hungary. Congratulations.
I was wrong a few moments ago when I told that a name was skipped. All names have been properly called, except perhaps for pronunciation here and there. We continue now with the awarding of certificates for the university's Roma Access programs. Graduates of the Roma Graduate Preparation Program will be presented by Professor Prem Kumar Rajaram, Director of the program.
This academic year, there are 14 students present who are finishing the Roma Graduate Preparation Program. Students of the Roma Graduate Preparation Program, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Candidates for the Roma Graduate Preparation Program certificate are Demiran Asim, Macedonia, Nicoletta Kalin, Romania, Ramona Maria Kara, Romania, Marek Homanik, Slovakia, Samiha Harapi, Albania, Almir Husseini, Serbia, Andrea Ignatz, Hungary, Noelia Lupianes Fernandez, Spain, Albana Nureddini, Albania, Mihai Orsos, Hungary, Selma Selman, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Fikria Tahir, Macedonia, Yanika Toade, Romania, and Ildiko Turk, Hungary.
We continue now with the awarding of certificates for the Roma English Language Program. Graduates of the Roma English Language Program will be presented by David Rideout, Director of the program.
This academic year, there are 19 students present who are finishing the Roma English Language Program. Students of the Roma English Language Program, please step onto the stage and come forward as your names are called. Eva Adam, Hungary. Viktor Chovka, Ukraine. Karai Estegayos, Hungary. Aida Diana Farkas, Romania. Angel Fernandez Planton, Spain. Yubka Kostova Georgieva, Bulgaria. Nikola Horvatova, Slovakia. Judith Ignatz, Hungary. Sylvia Kishneh Senashi, Hungary. Maria Komaromi, Hungary. Anna Makarescu, Moldova. Irina Maiko, Albania. Nikolai Petrenko, Russia. Silhan Saitov, Macedonia. Arnold Shandor, Hungary. Maria Suleimanova, Macedonia. Rosalia Saz, Hungary. Claudio Taho, Albania. And Andrei Chimkenkov, Russia.
And now, we will continue with the conferral of the doctoral degrees. Since the Middle Ages, it has been an academic custom that those who enter the highest level of scholarly achievement receive a ceremonial hood as the insignia of their new academic status. Today, we induct a new body of scholars into the academy and we award them our highest degree. Central European University is proud to announce that this academic year, 53 doctoral students are graduating. Not all of them can be present at this ceremony, but their names are, of course, included in the graduation program. We shall now present the doctoral degrees to those candidates who are present today. Doctoral candidates, please rise. President and Rector, the candidates who stand in front of you have fulfilled all the requirements for the doctoral degrees of Central European University. The faculty of Central European University recommend that they be awarded doctoral degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Charter and trustees of Central European University, I now confer upon you the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Sciences and Policy, Doctor of Philosophy in Comparative Gender Studies, Doctor of Philosophy in Comparative History, Doctor of Juridical Science, Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics and its Applications, Doctor of Philosophy in Medieval Studies, and I have to confess my favorite, Doctor of Philosophy in Philosophy. Wait, there's more. And Doctor of Philosophy in Political Science, and Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology and Social Anthropology. Congratulations to you all.
I will now ask the supervisors and the escorting faculty members to assist us in the doctoral hooding ceremony. Please rise. Your valuable guidance and advice throughout the years contributed significantly to the success of these doctoral candidates. We thank you and congratulate you on their success. Doctoral candidates, please remove your caps. Turn left to face your supervisor and hand your hood to the faculty member behind you. Please turn to the audience. Please turn to face the audience. Doctoral candidates, please turn to face the audience. Faculty members, please raise the hood and place it over the head of the doctoral graduate in front of you. Doctoral graduates, please put your caps back on. Supervisors escorting faculty members, please be seated. And now, I will call the doctoral graduates to move to the front of the stage to receive their diplomas. Doctoral graduates, one last turn. Please turn to the left and line up on the steps of the platform. Please step forward to receive your diplomas and be greeted by the chairman and the president and rector when your name is called. I am calling our doctors of philosophy in environmental sciences and policy, Brendan Kenneth Dupre from the United States of America. His supervisor was Professor Alexios Antipas. Sonia Christine Köppel from Germany, supervisor Tamara Steger. Doctor of Philosophy in Comparative Gender Studies, Irina Costache from Romania, supervisor Alain Cervonca. Doctor of Philosophy in Comparative History, Mircea Lucian Scrob from Romania, supervisor Constantin Iordaki. Yulia Karpova from the Russian Federation, supervised by Professor Marsha Siffer. Uku Lember from Estonia, supervisor Professor Marsha Siffer. Zsófia Laurent from Hungary, supervisor Balázs Trencseny. Anna Mazanik from the Russian Federation, supervisor Alexei Miller. Doctors of Juridical Science, Alexandra Horvatova from Slovakia, supervisor Tibor Tojti. Cătălin Gabriel Stănescu from Romania, supervisor Tibor Tojti. Rustomyon Rasulyon Oli Rasulov from Uzbekistan, supervisor Stefan Messman. Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics and its Applications, Casey Stephen Tompkins from the United States of America, supervisor Professor Gyula Katona. Doctors of Philosophy in Medieval Studies, Teodora Artimon from Romania, supervisor Gerhard Jaric. Kira Ljubljanovic from Hungary, supervisor Alice Chojki. Divna Valerieva Manolova from Bulgaria, supervisor Niels Gol. Peter Levente Search from Hungary, supervisors Jozef Laszlowski and Bela Zsolt Szokács. Tripmir Vedris from Croatia, supervisor Marian Shagi. Mariana Vukovic from Serbia, supervisor Marian Shagi. Svetlana Rumenova-Tsonkova from Bulgaria, supervisors Gerhard Jaric and Gabor Klanitsoy. Doctors of Philosophy in Philosophy, only one is present, Zsuzsana Irene Balog from Hungary, supervisor Katalin Farkas. Doctors of Philosophy in Political Science, Robert Imre Csehy from Hungary. Supervisor Uwe Puter. Raluca Oana Cernatoni from Romania, Supervisor Michael Merlingen. Viktor Friedman from Hungary, Supervisor Alexander Astrov. András Szalai from Hungary, Supervisor Alexander Astrov. Pavel Hardos from Slovakia, Supervisor János Kis. Joanna Maria Emilia Koska from Poland, Supervisor Andrea Kryzan. Gergő Daniel Medve Balint from Hungary, Supervisor Bela Grešković. Milos Popovic from Serbia, Supervisor Mateo Fumagalli. Dorota Anita Shelikowska from Poland, Supervisor Liasz Gier. Dane Taleski from Macedonia, Supervisor Andras Bozoki. Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology and Social Anthropology, Alina Sandra Cucu from Romania, Supervisor Don Kalb. Doctoral graduates, be seated. Well done. We move now to the next part of our ceremony. Among these hundreds of fine students, there are some in each department who have done particularly outstanding work. They were awarded in a ceremony earlier this week, but we would like to recognize them now by reading out their names. Graduates, please rise and remain standing at your seats. Don't come back to the stage again, as your names are called. Ladies and gentlemen, I kindly ask that you wait until I finish reading the names of all awarded graduates and express your appreciation by applauding them at the end. First, let me present the recipients of the Outstanding Academic Achievement Awards for our master students. In the Department of Economics, Zsofia Köműves from Hungary and Stefan Katrina from Romania. If you are here, please rise and remain standing. No applauses yet. Department of Environmental Sciences and Policy, Mariška Teresa Kečkeš from the United States of America and Kristen Cukor from Canada. Department of Gender Studies, Stephanie Nicole Shirich from the United States of America, Ferenc Csaba Marcali from Hungary, Maria Mihailovna Shemashina from Ukraine, and Sampriti Gurung from Nepal. Department of History, Ioana Elisabeta Hasu from Romania, Joseph Harrison King from the United States of America. Department of International Relations and European Studies, Max Steyer from Slovakia. Department of Legal Studies, Boldizsár Sengali Tóth from Hungary, Mary Bagdasaryan from Armenia, Monika Glavina from Croatia, Anna Maria Marko from Hungary, and Jana Benchova from Slovakia. Department of Mathematics and its Application, Abhishek Metuku from India. Department of Medieval Studies, Liat Sivek from Israel, and Vedran Shulovsky from Croatia. National Studies Program, Sara Maria Sudetic from Serbia, and Naomi Anne Richter from Switzerland. Department of Philosophy, Zsolt Christoph Kapelner from Hungary. Department of Political Science, Sanela Muharemovic from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Teresa Elena Gessler from Germany. Department of Public Policy, Lena Diane Jacobs from Ireland, and Miles Obadiah Stifler from the United States of America. School of Public Policy, Robert Raab from Hungary, Dustin Alexander Biero from Canada. Department of Sociology and Social Anthropology, Macario Bagayan Lakbawan Jr. from the Philippines, Master of Business Administration, András Kárpáti from Hungary. And the best dissertation awards are the following: Zsófia Laurent from Hungary, from the Department of History; Ksenia Petrichenko from the Russian Federation, Department of Environmental Sciences and Policy; and Ayşe Yüksel from Turkey, Department of Sociology and Social Anthropology. Now we can recognize them. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. It is a pleasure and a privilege to introduce the next part of our ceremony today, the award of the Central European University Open Society Prize. The prize is given to outstanding individuals or organizations whose achievements have contributed substantially to the creation of an open society. The 2015 Open Society Prize is being awarded to the International Renaissance Foundation in recognition of its contribution to the creation of an open society in Ukraine. Accepting the award on behalf of the International Renaissance Foundation are Alexander Shushko and Yevhen Bystrisky. I would now like to call upon George Soros, founder and honorary chairman of the Board of Trustees of Central European University, to welcome the Laudatio. Please welcome Mr. Soros.
It's with great pleasure and pride that I present this year's Open Society Prize to the International Renaissance Foundation, which is the Ukrainian member of the Open Society Foundation network. The foundation was founded in 1990, 2 years before Ukraine regained its independence, and it will celebrate its 25th anniversary later this year. During these 25 years, the foundation has established itself as an important institution and a unifying force of Ukrainian society. It didn't directly participate either in the Euromaidan protest movement or in the Orange Revolution in 2004, but it supported those who participated by protecting their civil rights, providing them with medical and legal aid, as well as looking after the families of those who sacrificed their lives. Russian President Vladimir Putin made a fatal mistake when he ordered Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych to use force against the protesters. This happened twice, in November 2013 and February 2014. Each time, people, instead of running away, rushed to the Maidan. The second time, when the military police, the Berkut, used live ammunition, the people turned on the police, and it was the police that ran away. Such a victory can serve as a nation-founding event, and that's what happened. A new Ukraine was born, which is determined to be the opposite of the old Ukraine, which was demoralized and riddled with corruption. This is a fact that is not fully understood even today. The new Ukraine is led by the cream of civil society, young people, many of whom studied abroad and refused to join either government or business on their return because they found both of them repugnant. Most of these people found their place in academic institutions, Ukrainian subsidiaries of foreign corporations, think tanks, and NGOs. They were willing to risk their lives on the Maidan for the sake of a better future for their country, and they are now leading the new Ukraine, both inside and outside the government. They are determined not to repeat the mistakes of the past, including the squabbling and political infighting that undermined the Orange Revolution. When I meet them, practically all of them tell me that they are connected with the foundation in one way or another. They or a member of their family studied at the CEU or elsewhere with a foundation grant, or received some other kind of support, or had worked in or with the foundation. Many of those in government and parliament are volunteers who have given up well-paying jobs either in Ukraine or abroad to help their country on a volunteer basis. The government salaries they are receiving now are only a tiny fraction of what they were earning before. The volunteer spirit that was born on Maidan has spread to the general population. It has turned the new Ukraine into an experiment in the purest form of open society, participatory democracy, with thousands of people participating at the local level. When I look at the new Ukraine, I'm impressed by how qualified and mature its leadership is. 25 years of investment in education has produced impressive results. That's one reason why the foundation deserves the Open Society Prize. The other reason is the contribution the International Renaissance Foundation is currently making to the new Ukraine. Spontaneous revolts occur quite frequently. The Arab Spring touched off a wave of revolts that has spread worldwide. It's less often that revolts endure. Usually, that energy is exhausted after a while. That's what happened with the Orange Revolution. It's quite exceptional when a protest movement is transformed into constructive nation-building activities. That's the case in Ukraine now, and the foundation has played a central role in it. In partnership with the government and the EBRD, they organized a workshop on the weekend following the downing of the Malaysian airliner with about 220 participants, including about 30 Ukrainian expatriates and 20 foreign experts. They formed the core of what became the Strategic Advisory Groups, or SAGs, attached to various ministries. Eventually, the SAGs were incorporated into the National Reform Council that determines the legislative agenda. The NRC brought together the President, the Prime Minister, the Cabinet, and leaders of the Parliament and civil society. After a rocky start, it's now functioning smoothly and has become the motor of reforms. Until recently, the foundation was the sole financial supporter of the SAGs and the NRC. Now the EBRD and others are also contributing. This accomplishment is largely the work of Yevhen Bystrisky, the executive director, and Alexander Suchko, the chairman of the board, and I'm delighted that they are here to accept the award on behalf of the International Renaissance Foundation.
And now, I call upon Alexander Shushko, Chair of the Board, and Yevhen Bistrisky, Executive Director, on behalf of the International Renaissance Foundation to deliver the commencement address.
Dear George, dear professors and graduates of the Central European University, dear guests, it is a great honor for us to get this award, which has its own story, which has its own logic and the value. This is an award not for us as people representing the foundation. This is an award for the entire civil society of Ukraine, which undertaking tremendous efforts in order to secure the values which we usually call the values of the open society. And here the major element of distinction is that this is not just a set of values which we share. This is not just the set of ideas which we declare. This is also a set of practices which we try to use on daily basis in the normal life. And so major challenge for us in the endeavors which George just referred to was not just to defend it against certain other side, but also to start practice them as a normal guideline of the life, relations of the civil society with the government, with the new elites which were born at Maidan. Certainly that is not an easy case. You probably know that our country is under the challenge of both external aggression, but also under the pressure of old bureaucratic and corrupt administrative culture. And this is a challenge which is uneasy to be dealt with, but this is an endeavor in which we are closely involved now. At the same time, being able to resist to external aggression, which is, in our opinion, is not just a fighting for the piece of land. This is a fighting for the right of the nation to determine its own future by its own sovereign decision. But on the other hand, it's also the fighting against old corrupt culture, which has stolen part of our past, and we not accept anymore this culture to steal also our future. So that's why we built not just the set of ideas, not just the community of same-minded people, but we built processes and institutions. Without proper processes and proper institutions, it's not possible to expect new Ukraine to win. And that is where we are ready and willing to concentrate our efforts, together with a brilliant new generation of Ukrainian politicians, Ukrainian civil society leaders, intellectuals, experts, with the help of our international, global, European friends, and we believe that we will be successful in this endeavor. Thank you very much.
Dear George, dear colleagues, professors and students, I would like to bring a piece of Ukrainian atmosphere, new atmosphere, in this atmosphere on young atmosphere. Revolution of Dignity was named by very Protestants on Maidan. However, it is not as much the state itself and its political class as the Ukrainian civil society on which the global attention should be. Attention should be to the civil society in Ukraine. The Maidan was primarily a citizens' revolution. Current politicians got their legitimacy as a result and a certain price for the civil society's victory. Our foundation knows the genesis of this fantastic victory of the civil society. For 25 years, the Renaissance Foundation, as the largest donor to NGOs in the country, has been creating the conditions to channel civic activism towards forming the open society values. A few days before the revolution, I took part in a meeting at which civil activists resolved to start the protest against Yanukovych's decision to drop the association agreement with EU. That was the start of the Maidan, which then grew into nationwide protest. The Renaissance Foundation's support in promoting the open society ideals was made possible to a large extent by the fact that we have built the foundation itself on the principles of openness. At my past life, I was teacher of philosophy. I am a doctor and professor of philosophy, and wrote papers, including on basics of Karl Popper's scientific philosophy. That time in Soviet Union, it wasn't impossible to read articles about open society and its enemy, only about methodology of sciences. Together with Foundation's board, following George Soros' intentions, and using the experience of Open Society Foundations, we tried to apply the Open Society principles to organizing our internal work and our external work, and insistently proposed civil society organizations do that as well. Under the authoritarian regimes, it was rather hard to work. Twice, the authorities attempted to ban us or jail us. On the eve of the Orange Revolution, communists in the parliament established a special commission that accused us of subversive activities. During the Euromaidan, the General Prosecution made charges against the foundation and 50 other grantees of the foundation. Both times revolutions had the victories, so our activity was not terminated. The foundation is as open civic institution as possible. It creates the public space and is in constant communication with society. For us, this also means the ideology, the civil society itself should set the agenda and policy priorities of our work, aiming at building an open society. Civic activists are engaged as much as possible in deciding on the distribution of the funds and the grant making. This is, we think, the only way how an open society foundation can serve as an effective instrument for helping people to self-organize and mature. It is, in fact, about putting the open society principles, you know them, creation of the open public space, protection of human rights needs to hear justified rational arguments that critically work against primitive populism and other well-known principles of open society. This brings those principles into charitable practice. In this practice, we deal with daily lives of the people who stand for the same, those principles. Last autumn, a battalion commander at the front line near Severodonetsk told me that without the volunteers, it would be extremely hard for them to withstand the Russia-sponsored separatist attack. Today, without the massive volunteer support, the state bureaucracy would be unable to take care of Ukraine's 1,300,000 internally displaced people. Promoting it is also a priority of our foundation due to the support of George Soros. 25 civil society leaders, our former grantees, were elected to the new parliament last fall. They created a common platform calling themselves Euro-optimists. They are sometimes nicknamed the George Soros faction in the parliament. They have proven themselves as guided by open society principles. At all levels of the society, civic activists are catalyzing reforms, overcoming huge inertia of all-type administrative machinery, corruption, resistance of the old Ukraine. The new Ukraine is being built. George Soros names his philanthropy political philanthropy. Indeed, our foundation is engaging in political philanthropy. This does not mean at all that we fund politicians or political parties. Instead, together with civil society, we work to build an influential, dynamic civic policy, a policy of building a fair and just society. On that way, we do not simply implement European values. We believe that in the difficult condition we are experiencing now, both reforming itself and confronting Putin's aggression, the new Ukraine is able to demonstrate also new understanding of open society horizons. This is what the foundation is working for. Thank you, George, for support.
Thank you very much, Alexander and Yevhen, and much success in your work. And thank you, George, for being with us today. It is always great to have you here on the graduation day. Thank you. And now, I ask our President and Rector, Professor John Shattuck, to deliver his concluding remarks.
Six words: go forth and save the world. And good luck.
There is only one moment left before we reach the end of this ceremony. Members of the class of 2015 with bachelor's and master's degrees, please rise. As you know, one small ceremonial step remains. So in a moment, but not yet, I will ask you to move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left side slowly. Make sure it is on the right. This symbolic gesture formally identifies you as a university graduate. Are you ready? Then on my mark, 3, 2, 1, now. Our ceremony has come to an end. We wish our graduating class much success in your lives and in your careers, and we thank our guests, family members, and friends for being here with us on this very special day. We are now ready for the recessional. Please all rise and remain standing until the academic recessional is completed.